the South. Ain't got really feel me. Feel us. East Coast, feel me. Feel us. West Coast, feel me. Say what?
What's up, y'all? It's Kaya. I'm back. You know what? Let's just start here. I'm sorry. I owe y'all an apology. I'm so sorry. There's been a lot going on the side. So here we go. We're good now. We're back with this week's episode. Oh, also, this hurts because so much has been happening on the show. Y'all been a lot out there. I'm trying to apologize to my people, man. So much has been happening on this show over the last few weeks. And I'm like, Dad, they don't even know how I'm feeling. What's going on up in my head? Because so much has been changing for me. Some y'all might not agree with. But we're going to get into it this week's episode. C.R.E.A.M, cash rules everything around me. Let's go. Y'all, we are going to start with Asher and Jamie, because Jamie, girl, I don't know why I was checking for, you know what, I know I was checking for Lil Nessa before, because I was like, yo, Asher getting on my nerves, somebody just needs to come and get him. She was the one at the time who seemed like she was interested in him. He seemed like he was feeling her a little bit. We don't care where Lil Nessa is. Lil Nessa can stay where she at, because Jamie, girl, love her, y'all. Jamie's the one, y'all. They are so cute together. I was like, look at y'all over here trying to pull up my little heartstrings. Asher, because he's been changing over the last few weeks, and I'm like, over the last couple of months. And I'm like, I'm kind of feeling you, my man. You're working your way up my list because you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're trying to better your future. You're making a way when it seemed like there was no way for you, you know, because it's hard, y'all. And my man, him and Jamie together, look, he's over here not only trying to help himself, but he has his lady that is pushing him to be better as well. Come on, Jamie. I love that for them, man. Yo, my mans are so going on this girl. He was down there making breakfast for her. It wasn't even good, but he said, I gotta make sure my lady is fed this morning. And he is ready to introduce her to the rest of the group. So they go to meet up at Slauson Cafe, right? Because she already know all the dudes. She's always, side note, because she's always in this beach house, right? Her and Liv Girl. But Liv Girl, we know she's at the Baker house. Liv Girl, she has a home. She has a roof over her head. This girl, Jamie, they ain't never show us where she lives. She live up in that beach house, y'all. And I ain't even mad at it because, come on, man. You and your man, y'all building something here. And I'm here for this build up between the two of you. She always there. She is always there, it seems to be. The only time I think she probably not there is when he's not there. But then, even then, I feel like, say like he's at practice or something, not actually playing, but you know, he on the sidelines watching, hoping he could help coach. Even if he's at practice or something, I feel like she would still be up in the house, you know, waiting for him to come home. Not like waiting on his every beck and call, but she'd be chilling up in there like it's her house, you know, like she lived there too. I think she'd be like that because she mad chill. Let's get to this meetup, because this is why I love me some Jamie, because she's so chill. So they get to the Slauson Cafe, right? She done met everybody up in here. Not everybody, but actually, yes, she did. The only people that wasn't there was a couple of the parents. She done met Coop. She even see Papa Billy over there. She see Liv Girl, Patience, Layla. They all chilling, right? Y'all, Jamie girl, this is why I love her, is because she says anything that comes to her mind. It's the fact that she speaks the truth and she doesn't even think twice about it. Like, whether you're gonna take it the wrong way or not, she gonna put it out there. That's it. It's ready to come out of her mouth, so she gonna let it out. Everyone's chilling. Everyone is watching the game. Minus Coop. Coop is there to be supportive of her friends, but she got something going on the side. We're gonna get to her. So mostly everyone is watching this game. Jamie girl, at the same time, she's getting to know everybody because she already knows the guys. Now, you know, meeting girls is completely different, especially when it's girls your man used to date. I said, who? But before we get there, right? Her little comment to Coop, because Patience girl going through her own things over here on the side. Meanwhile, Jamie girl is checking in with Coop over here because Coop is clocking Anna Marita's granddaughter on social media. She throws out there that they should probably, you know, go to dinner. That'll advance this little investigation she got going on. The look Patience girl gives, weak. Look, Jamie just met these people. She don't know what the deal is between everybody. So my girl, she could tell. She was like, yo, that's a good looking girl right there. Go ahead. Make some moves. That's how you know she genuine though. It's the fact that her and Coop later on, when Coop is letting her know what the deal is between her and Patience, my girl was apologetic. She was like, oh, had I known. Cause she ain't know, y'all. I was like, look at that. She meant it, because at the time she was like, yo, that girl look good. Go ahead, go make some moves there, girl. But then now she done find out that I used to have something. She was like, yeah, I'm sorry. So Jamie girl gets back to meeting with everybody. They are taking well to her too, which I figured that she would hit it off well with them. Because when Lil Nessa was here, we going back to her quickly, y'all, just briefly. When she was here, look, Liv girl, the first day she met this girl, matter of fact, the first day she saw this girl on the beach, she was like, who is that? And then she get back to school and see her. She was like, and you're back? She was not feeling this girl from the jump. And Layla girl, she was just trying to be nice at the time. Nobody was really feeling this girl except some of the dudes. So none of the girls actually liked her. So the fact that these girls are clicking, they just met this girl. 2 seconds, I bet you as soon as Jamie walked up in there, they felt it. They said, oh, we like her. Because I said, oh, I like her from the first moment they showed her to me. They vibing with girl. You know what it is? Jamie's able to pick up on vibes. She's able to pick up on shifts. So even her comment earlier, she was able to pick up on that shift. She was like, ooh, it's gonna change over here. I think I did it. So she's good at that. She's able to pick up what's going on over here with Patience and Layla girl. Right, we about to get to them. Don't even worry about it. Now, Coop girl, she's trying to defend Patience in a way. Then we get Asher. He jumping in. Asher trying to defend Layla, right? I mean, I ain't mad at it, but I'm like, bro, y'all need to. They roomies. Come on. Stay out of it, my man. This girl, Coop. I said, oh, she picked her head up from her phone long enough for this. She said, oh. She said, you're only defending her because you used to date her. I said, dang, that's how you gonna put it out there? You don't even know Jamie know about it, and Jamie didn't even know about it, y'all. I said, ooh. It was so messy, and I loved every second of it. So my girl Jamie sitting there looking like she had an attitude. I was like, I feel like she's not that upset about it, you know? So she's sitting there looking, she was like, so you weren't even gonna tell me? And this girl, Coop back at it. This is why I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Right now, I'm gonna let y'all know. Coop done moved up for me because of this episode right here. I'm feeling her a little bit more, y'all. I'm feeling her a lot more because she was hilarious this whole episode. Coop girl over there clearing her throat because she's sitting right next to the other. They're all looking because you can't deny it. This girl, even funnier than Coop clearing her throat is Liv girl.
Yep, that's me.
Poor Ashton to himself up. Also, I'm realizing we need more of these. Jordan next, because Coop is hilarious when it's one guy and all the girls. We done had Spence. Now we got Asher. Probably he don't count. He's just over there in the background. Now we got Asher. We need another one with Jordan. We need something else to be happening because this was priceless. So my man's he's sitting there. He's like, yeah, my exes. This girl Jamie. Look at her. This is why I'm loving Jamie because my girl just laughed it off. She was like, wow, y'all are in a vortex. It's a vortex. Hence why Patience wants to leave because y'all just keep it in a group. Patience is trapped. It's everyone over there. Everyone besides Patience who is trying to work it out in their head. They're trying to figure it out. Like, no, we're not in a vortex. We're in a vortex. And this girl Patience sitting there looking like somebody had to say it. Everyone eventually accepts the fact that yes, we're in a vortex. Because we're in this vortex with them, y'all. We are. So everyone is finally accepting that because they're realizing it now. And they're like, wow, we do keep it in a group. Which is not a bad thing. Yeah, they have friends. Not that many, but like they have friends outside of the group and everything. But these are the people who, this is your core. These are the people who know you, the people you feel the closest to, and the people who, you know, you really understand each other. So it's only natural that you'll feel that pull like sucking you back in, even as you try to leave, or if you try to leave, like it'll always be pulling you back in because these are your people. And now Jamie is a part of the people, right? So they sat here and took my girl. They said, welcome to the vortex. I said, come on, y'all. They accepted her. I said, that is right. You know what I'm hoping to come season 5? Let the relationships continue to grow with Jamie and the girls. And she can move into the Baker house too with the girls. I mean, they gotta have, if they ran out of bedrooms upstairs, they gotta have a basement up in that house. I'm pretty sure of it. Or a guest house out in the back somewhere. She could, I don't think we'll put her outside. It's kind of mean. I know they have some space that they can add Jamie up in there. And my girl, because I feel like Jamie was a loner growing up. I feel like she didn't have very many friends. And with her being sick, you know, so I feel like this will be something that's new for her to have relationships, like friendships with girls. A sisterhood. So they welcome Jamie girl to the vortex. She is now a part of this. One day, nah girl, you here for forever. We get Patience and Layla, right? This is leading us into them now because rewind back to the top. This girl Patience, she was going through it from the very beginning. She had an attitude from the very beginning. She been tight since Layla girl barked on her. She ain't barked that hard, y'all. I mean, she's had stronger barks in the past. That was like, it was not that bad. And honestly, in my opinion, it was deserved. It was Patience girl earned that bark. She earned that bark to come to her. Look, don't even come for me. I love Patience, y'all. I do so much. They're not back to where they used to be. You know, the friendship it's not fully connected yet. They almost there though. They've been working over the last few weeks, taking baby steps. This is what got me though. This episode is Layla girl pressing her about the album. I get it from Layla's point of view that, you know, this is music, this is business, and you have to get this done, especially with her album release coming up. But at the same time, I mean, girl, you can't be checking like every hour on the hour. Patience girl just wanted a break, just for a day. She wanted a break for a day. She wasn't trying to give her that break. I was not in agreement with that. I said, girl, she gotta breathe. Let her breathe. And I was like, it's an album title. It's not like there's more songs to record for the album, or like you need her to go in and add some additional tracks or anything. It's the name. Like, maybe she wanted to sleep on it so it could come to her in her dream or something. You know, I got that from Patience's point of view. Because also, I don't think they've had a conversation between the two of them where an official apology has been given from both sides, both of them. You know, Patience apologizing for overstepping, Layla apologizing for barking in a way. You know, you're supposed to be my friend, girl. I'm sorry if it came out a little harsh to you, if you felt some kind of way about the way I expressed how I was feeling. I don't think there's been a conversation like that. Yeah, let me know. So that's also, if there hasn't been a conversation like that, that's also why there's still tension between the two of them. Because yeah, they had their little roomie meeting plus Spence not too long ago, but it wasn't much that was taken care of during that time, and it wasn't on the individual issues. It was them all as one, you know, all the sisterhood. It was the sisterhood that was being talked about. We see them throughout the episode, and they're just going back and forth. Layla, girl, I need an album title. I need you to at least show that you're trying here to come up with this, because we do have an album coming out. Patience, girl, can you just give me a minute? Can you let me breathe? Like, what? Why do you keep checking for me? Why are you sitting next to me? That was them like the whole episode. So we have them going back and forth this whole time. The only time we're really seeing them smile is when they're cheering on the guys at the game at the Slauson Cafe, until we get back to the house. Game, they done won the game. Come on, everybody in a great mood. So they get back there. Jamie girl, thank you, Jamie girl. You done helped with this. Come on, Vortex. So the Vortex, welcome to the Vortex. Patience girl, she's like, that's a great name for an album. Layla girl, oh my God, are you serious? They've made up now. Look here, y'all. Girls go through things, you know, especially when you're working together, you're living together, you're trying to maintain that friendship because there is a friendship between the two of you. So to be under the same roof and to have on a daily basis, the same thing as Coop and Patience being in a relationship, it's the same thing with your friends. If you're living with your friends, you know, you're trying to be roomies, trying to work together, so you're always having to be together, you know. Tension is gonna build at times. And it's how you work through it. They gonna be good, Patience girl and Layla. Ain't no doubt in my mind. Side note, because he wasn't that big this episode, but my man Papa Billy, I'm gonna give you a little shout out here, Papa Billy, because he has been growing on me too, y'all. This is so surprising. All the people I couldn't stand. My can't stand list is probably down to like 0 right now, honestly. That's crazy. First is him helping Liv in a way. You know, I appreciated that, y'all. I really did. He was there for her. I ain't even gonna front. Yes, he was. But him at Slauson Cafe, he was just as funny as Coop. Like, she was like, Dad, you can't shush people. My man was doing the most in the background. Like, y'all, moving to Crenshaw and becoming Principal Billy, Principal Baker, Principal whatever we want to call him, because I don't like either of them names. The best thing ever. It was the best thing ever. Come on, my man. Y'all haven't even seen me in a while. So I'm going to start this by saying, since Coop has been assisting Nana Marita, she's grown on me. I like her, y'all. Not that much. Don't even think it's like it's up here with the people I really like. But she working her way up a little bit, just a little bit. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to y'all. She hasn't done nothing in the last like 2 weeks that has made me not like her, that has made me annoyed with her. No, she hasn't. So this week here, I said, girl, look at you. You are on a come up. This week, we get girl, she looking out for Nana. She was like, yo, your stuff is missing. You know, I saw your granddaughter up in here early, and Nana, she wasn't feeling that because she said, you gonna sit here and try to turn me on my family, the people who love me. And Coop girl, you know, she meant well. She really saw the girl up in there digging while Nana was over here taking her nap, and I said she was doing that. But get Cooped off the episode. She's present with the group, but she's not really present because she's spending most of her time clocking social media, trying to check for this girl Sky and what she's doing, right? Yo, you robbing your Nana? I'm gonna let her know about it. I'm gonna find some proof so I can bring it back to her so she don't believe my word, you know? This this is what it was for me. It was her talking about, yo, y'all, look, Sky just posted her wearing the earrings. The girl was holding the earrings. I said, she ain't even wearing them, my mans. But that is them, though. That whole Slauson Cafe with them watching this game was one of the highlights for me of this episode, because it was my man Billy over here yelling in the back. We got them getting annoyed with Coop, because Coop is not only scrolling through social media for Sky, but she keeps trying to talk to them about it while they're all trying to focus on the game with the guys. And then her comments in between, you're not even playing right now, it's on a commercial break. Her showing her excitement when they actually are hitting plays. The excitement these people had while watching this game, I felt like I was there. They were jumping out of their seats. My girl lived. I saw her heart come out of her chest when she jumped up one time. They were so excited. I was like, yes! Turn on the dudes, right? The dudes is up in the game. We about to get to how they got up in this game. So backtrack to my man Jor. Jor is chilling with Wade and his so-called homies early on. Wade, he got the private jet. He about to go to Vegas. He was like, yo, you could come through with us. He is excited. I was like, yo, this isn't looking too well. You know, this isn't what he should be. This is stepping back. This is taking a few steps back. My man Asher, he was coming out that tunnel a few weeks ago, and he getting close over there to the end too. He left Jor about halfway back, and my man Jor, he lost. He confused. Now, I don't know how, because there's only one way out, but he's stuck right now. Practice rolls around. Coach is looking for Wade. This boy Jor is over here lying with his fellow over here, talking about, yeah, he had to go finish up an assignment. Wade went to an event. They covering for him. Spence, he know too. That's why he was tight, because Jor is over here making these moves, and he got the other upperclassmen looking at him like, yo, you one of us, my mans. And he back there struggling. And he's like, you shouldn't be doing that, because that's not who you are. That's not who we are. They bros. It looks like what Spence tells him kind of affects him, but he's still going to do it anyway, because he want to go to Vegas on his private jet. Which, I'm like, sir, you could fly to Vegas yourself, probably not on a private jet, but you could take yourself to Vegas. You've already been to Vegas. But then at the same time, it's Wade and the other upperclassmen, and it's fitting in. You know, you want to make a good impression. You want to be accepted. You don't need that. But it's also him still trying to find his place. He working on that, y'all. I'm gonna let him work through it. It's only his freshman year. Come on, we gotta cut the boy a little bit of slack. I'm cutting him some slack. We circle back around with Coach, right? Coach done found out. He was like, yo, if you about to go to an event, try to make sure they ain't taking no pics of you at the event. Amateur. So he letting them know. He say, you ain't playing Wade. You about to be QB. You about to be backup QB. I said, not that, you know, I want to see Joy get in trouble, but I was confused as to how he didn't get in trouble for basically being found out that he lied about Wade's whereabouts. Because clearly he wasn't where you said he was, and Coach didn't find out about that. Which I ain't mad about it, you know, but I'm gonna take it because you giving it to me. But I was confused as to how he was over here. He's basically being rewarded. You know why also? Because even if you are gonna have him as QB, he didn't even mention the fact that they lied. He was just like, oh, y'all are in. That's it. I'm my office. My man's plays in the game. He's struggling a little bit. He got his bro coming to him. Spence was like, yo, it's already forgotten. Just let it go. Let it go. I said, come on, Joy, you could do this. And my man, he went and he did that. He do what he gotta do. They win the game. They get back to the locker room. And Wade, alright, we just gonna throw this out there really quickly because we don't even care. I was like, you shouldn't have been on that trip anyway. Wade, he uninvites him. He said, you ain't getting on my jet. You ain't coming to Vegas. You wanna go to Vegas? You find your own way to Vegas. Bye. You ain't one of us. George, he looked like he was hurt by that. I was like, oh, you don't need them, my man. It's like, stop sulking. So he gets a call. Scratch that. He gets a voicemail. He picks it up. He listens to it. We listen to it. And it was some own girl. They've been missing each other. They missing each other via phone. Not like, I miss you, boo. No. They've been missing each other's phone calls. And she was like, hey, babe, oh my gosh, you won your game. That I'm so proud of you. I knew you could do it. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. Wait, they're missing each other's phone calls. It's inevitable. It's coming. Jamon is about to be no more. That's it. They're setting it up for us. I'm so here for this. Y'all, he ain't even try to call back. He said, I'm gonna just take this voicemail. I'm gonna go home. My man went home. He went home. So he gets there, right? He come walking in. He going up the steps. This is why. I could have sworn Layla was going to see him going up them steps. But at the same time, I said they're not going to give it to us because also I had a bet going on and I didn't need that to happen. I was not trying to lose. So Spence sees him going up the steps. I said, all right, I'll take this one. I'll take it. So he goes up there and he's talking to him. He finds out that Wade and uninvited him. George, he feels embarrassed. I said, that's so cute. It hurts a little bit, just a little bit. But it's so cute that he feels embarrassed that he was over there bragging. That's what you get, my mans. Until something actually comes to fruition, don't be talking about it. You gotta keep it on the low. You know, you should have let them know on your way. Like, you should have been in that plane, in your seat, up in the air, seeing Beverly behind you, and then text them as a group and be like, hey, look who on their way to Vegas in a private jet. He was early with it. He spoke too soon. So he embarrassed about it. It was little girl coming up in there because Spence was just going to let him rock. Spence was going to be like, all right, I'm going back downstairs. That little girl came up in that room and she pulled him off that bed. I said, she does not care. She never cares. Spence sitting there looking. He like, George, he just let her pull him off. He said, okay, I guess I'll go. So they get downstairs. He's sitting there looking all sad on the side, right? He letting her know what's Wade and I'm not going anymore. Wade got found out because he didn't go to practice. He went to that event, like with the sponsorship. This boy George, you know, he ain't even thinking nothing of it. He's not thinking nothing of it, y'all. He's hurt right now. He's in his feelings a little bit because he's embarrassed. And, you know, what he thought his plans were going to be for the weekend, that ain't happening no more. And this is his sister, his twin sister. So he's just opening up to her and he's telling her about Wade and how he was going to this event, how he was getting paid for it. He got the private jet and everything. This girl, look, she is eating it up, eating it up. Here's my story. Our people, y'all. Let me just say, they're going through it. They are. They're going through it. They are dealing with, we have NIL that is, this is only the beginning. We're just getting to the meat of it. We are moving full force with this NIL. Football in general. Davida, because Davida's there. They're both dealing with a lot of the same things differently. Is coming from each of their perspectives. So we get them, they're trying to, lunch dates, we still try to make them lunch dates work, y'all, but they kind of seem like they're not working because one gets there, the other gotta leave. He brings up Davida, you know, talking to her and seeing her point of view, and Liver, she ain't trying to hear that, and I was like, this not the, I don't think it's the best time to be bringing up Davida's name, you know, she ain't trying to hear from Davida. Look here. Side note, we're gonna take a little pause right quick. I like the video. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because y'all haven't heard from me, so I gotta update y'all. I feel like she's not after Spence. She's not trying to hook her claws in Spence. Her claws, they're away. She doesn't even have claws, I don't think, right now. She's probably gonna get them. Let me not even speak that negativity into her life. She ain't got no claws. But I feel like she is trying to be a friend. She's not looking to make any romantic advances towards him. She's not looking to split up him and Liv at all. I don't see it that way. I see her as, you know, she's in the sports world. It's a completely different sport, but she's still up in that world, you know. She do the athletics. She be doing them things. So help Spence if she can, give advice, motivation, if that's what he needs, and to become his friend, because she ain't that yet. She is not a part of the Vortex. She never will be. I know that for a fact. She will not be a part of the Vortex. I'm not accepting that. But I'll take her as a friend for him. The little girl's trying to tell her story, her NIL story at the LA Tribune. She wants to write this, y'all. She is passionate about it. But girl, that's what they tell her. But girl, this story has been done time and time again. What makes yours any different? Nothing, really. It's the same story, just a different byline. That sounds so harsh. You need to tell a different story. We need a face. Come on, give us a face to go with the story that you're gonna write. Your time will come. So she goes, she's talking to Spence about it. She talks to her daddy about it. What I like about her convo with Papa Billy is that he was supportive of his daughter. It was him telling her more information regarding NIL, about the players, about the money in general, how some of them use the money, whether it be good or bad. And then also, the main thing that got me with that convo is him telling her to follow her gut, you know, whether it leads her to still write that same story or a different story. It's follow your heart, baby girl. I said, come on, Papa Billy, that's why you done moved up for me. Whereas her convo with Spence, it leads to more of a divide between them at that point in time, y'all. in that moment, because she's letting him know that they want her to let the story go, but it's something that she wants to follow through with. They are at a disagreement because their views are different. She wants to use him for the story, use him as the face of her story, and he ain't on board with that. He like, nah, girl, I'm over here trying to make a way for myself. You think I'm putting my face out there? Nah. And where this even came from, to him, it seemed like it came out of nowhere, and it's coming fast. Cause it did, and it is. And Liv Girl, she's like, hold on, y'all. Liv Girl, though, you think this is because of you? No. Who is she lying to? Yes, it is. The conversation doesn't end well because he basically was like, yo, girl, you privileged, and a couple $100, that means something to me. I said, it do. It means something to me too. No. But he was like, you haven't lived it, you know, that struggle life. And Liv Girl, she understands that, but at the same time, you know, to hear your boyfriend, the love of your life, your boo, your everything, telling you basically that you're privileged, hearing that to your face, you know, and it's about something that, this topic about NIL, this is something that's important to her. So to be talking to him about this and to have a conversation where, you know, you feel like he'll be on your side, you feel like he'll support you in your decisions and everything, and to have the conversation in like this, you guys are at odds. He feels as if you're not seeing what this could mean for players, whether it be thousands of dollars or just a couple $100. And I feel like for her, it did start because of Spence. That's where the story birthed from. But I feel like right now, she feels as though he's only seeing this being about him and not how big it's become for her, involving all players. So they're butting heads, and the conversation ends without being resolved. She goes to the cafe. Yo, they're in a whole, it's not even an argument, but they're going through something right now. And my girl was still over there cheering her man on with all her heart up in that cafe. Come on, Liv Girl, still supportive. Still the supportive wifey. Always the supportive wifey. That was her. Her man wins the game because, oh, he was struggling, y'all. So he gets to play, right? My man, he said, I'm gonna make a way. So back when he was like, yo, I could do special teams. Look, he done made his way on the field now. Come on, Spence. I knew you could do it, my mans. So he get out there. He was struggling a little bit, but he recovered. So they end up winning the game. She all excited. She was screaming with her whole heart, her whole chest for her boo thing. So she go back, right? She waiting for him. But Davida come up and she said, oh, let me talk to her. Because the way we first met, it wasn't the best. Introductions are done the right way this time around. They sit down. She want to talk to Davida a little bit about NIL. Davida, she giving her perspective on NIL. You know, it's the players and it's money and everything, but it's also the power that comes with that and what the players choose to do, whether it be right or wrong. Ultimately, it's up to the players. So she was like, oh, some good stuff right here. So Spence come rolling around, right? Davida, she dip up out of there. That's it. It's Bolivia for me. They have their whole married couple moment, y'all. It's the little kisses that they giving, the multiple kisses that they're giving. She's all hugging up on her man. Apologies are made. They are the cutest thing, y'all. Look, they talked through it for things that were said and for struggling to understand where the other was coming from. Now, y'all, I feel like these last few weeks from their first thing, you know, their first disagreement, I feel like these are bandages. They're putting band-aids on these wounds, band-aids on these cuts, and they're not properly healed before they're reopened. And I think it's just going to continue to build up. So yes, it's nice that they were able to get through this moment here together, but I feel like more and more issues we're gonna see start to arise within their relationship. Listen here. Oh, stop. Don't come for me. Y'all do not. Let me finish. Spolivia is endgame. Spolivia is forever. But Spolivia, I think they're about to take a break. Here's when though, because it's not coming, I don't think, at the end of this season. I feel like by the end of this season, we're going to see something that's larger than what we've already experienced with them before. You know, a bigger issue, a bigger problem between them. They're going to talk about it. They're going to put a band-aid on it. That, that communication that we've always been so amazing with. It's been struggling a little bit, but I'm happy we're able to get through this. That's how it's gonna be. That big thing that's gonna happen, they're gonna think they fixed it at the end of this season. Season finale is coming, y'all. Going into season 5, where they think they fixed it. I'm not even gonna say what I think that moment is, like what I think that issue is. I'm not even gonna say it. But going into season 5, where that same issue, it hasn't really been resolved, and is going to build up with them over the first part of season 5, and that is going to cause their breakup, because they thought they fixed it at the end of the season. No, feelings are still there. People still feel certain ways. They are still in their feels about that situation going into season 5. And then it's going to get to a point where that same thing that we thought we resolved back then, no we didn't, is being brought back up. Here we go. We got to deal with it now again. And that's going to lead to, I can't do this anymore. I think we should split. That's it. Break happens, right? Y'all. This is the breakup song, y'all.
Lately you've been drifting further away from me. Speak, let all the curtains fall down.
I have it all planned out. Breakup is not working. So the more time that they try to spend apart from each other is the more they realize how much they can't live without each other. So come the second half of season 5, it's Bolivia back together forever. They're gonna fix it. They're gonna separate and realize and work on themselves, but realize that what we have is meant to be. But they need that break to happen, because right now it's showing them where their issues lie and what they need to work on individually, together, so that way they're able to do that and then come back together stronger and better than ever. Yeah. That's it. So, those are my thoughts, y'all. 16, promise y'all I'm going to be here next week. I promise myself I'm going to be here next week because I have to be. So, that is everything for today, y'all. And I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.